All right, we continue the Good Times series with the next in line for the MCU, which was the Incredible Hulk. Now, this for me, I think out of all like the Hulk movies, like even like the Eric Bana one, was I actually really like that one, but this one takes the cake out of all the incarnations. Now, again, I do understand and I see like how good Hulk was, you know, how it evolved during the Avengers time and all of that. But then after that, there's a bit of loopholes there with the story, that what they did with it. We'll get to it when we do those reactions. But for now, let's check this trailer out and just see how good it was.
I've got a problem. There are aspects.
Man, this guy was a beast, okay?
See you shrink.
It's a little bit more complicated than that.
Bruce, trust me when I tell you, I've heard them all.
Not this one.
Wait, they took that scene out, was it? I gotta watch all these again, man. So I'm gonna start doing since Wolverine and Deadpool is coming out.
Close to your levels of exposure. That you survived an event like that. It's beyond my comprehension.
And I hate how some of these storylines they set up in this one, like they just completely forgot. I hate that.
That man's whole body is property of the U.S. Army.
They want it as a weapon. If we let it go, we will never get it back.
Man, that final, oh man, this fight was, I watched it in the theater I think 2 or 3 times, this movie. I did, 3 times.
I can use it.
I wanted to like jump out of my seat and just like fly away, start jumping around all over the place. The adrenaline, man. Oh, your body felt it. This fight, you felt it. They're actually just going with showing everything. Woo! Look at that. Well, there you have it, folks. The second one is completed. Ooh, back in time. This was during my university years, another one. And yeah, it just reminds me of a very, very good time during those years. And the movie itself was actually pretty darn good. Look, that first Hulk scene, like there were 3 big scenes, right? I remember. The first one in the factory, which like they kind of tease kind of his face, you see the body and it's like dark, but the way they filmed all of it, it was like this horror movie sequence, right? Like this monster that's just so scary. They really treat him as a monster. Then you see his true power, the university campus scene, all of that, which you're like, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to the end, because that sets up what can happen, right? Like you're like, whoa, this is the taste of it. Let's see if he actually goes against someone like, kind of his own size and all. And you know it's coming. And they like the way the story was, the pacing was just right. And when the final thing happens, oh boy, him like that really literally like ripping apart, I think it was like the police car, and like using those as like to punch. Oh, Abomination. And then they really ruined the story with Abomination. Like, it's like there, and then they used Abomination in the She-Hulk, which I could not stand. Like, it started okay-ish, and then it went off the rail, and the ending was so bad, I didn't even want to watch. I watched clips of it, I'm like, that's good enough for me. I can't handle this. But again, they really didn't ruin Hulk in terms of, like, maybe how some people might say they did, but they definitely did not taken the way that they probably should have. I don't think they completely ruined it, but like this was a Hulk that we needed. We needed a Planet Hulk movie somewhere during the Infinity Saga. I think they should have done it, and then, maybe kind of like bring him like the human side of it, and then, do a bit more kind of realist where he's like, okay, he's Bruce Banner and Hulk all at the same time kind of thing. But like, yeah, like Ragnarok and everything, I do enjoy that Hulk. I still enjoy the Avengers Hulk, but Ragnarok, I think that's where they started making him more of a, like comedy relief too, where it's like, oh, big dumb creature kind of thing. And like that, I think they went that route. Maybe they were trying to, like bring in the more human side and all. But this though, this is like what Hulk it truly is. And I think they just never capitalized on this version and that storyline. They could have done so much, but they did not. And hopefully, maybe they understand that and they come back to it and change the Hulk back. Maybe something in Bruce Banner gets driven out and the anger comes out again, and we go another storyline. They can definitely do it, especially the multiverse and all that. They can definitely go that route. Something happens. But I would definitely like to see this coming back and handled in a way that they should have, that storyline. Because there's so many storylines they set up, they just did not really pay attention to that Abomination thing. They just kind of left out. And the other guy, I forgot his name, which like the thing hits his like brain and you see this like thing popping out his head. Completely forgot about the character. But you waited all this time and they were like, oh, they're out there somewhere. Like Marvel used to say that. But then the end of the day, it's like they never brought him. Like, oh yeah, they're somewhere. But then, okay, where? And then never happened. Infinity Saga ended and we're now in the multiverse and I've never heard of it. Unless they touched on in the She-Hulk series, which I have no idea. I have no patience in watching that. Well, that's kind of me and my thoughts on this one. Going back, what are your thoughts? What do you remember from this one? Leave a comment below. Let me know. And other than that, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. I'll see you all soon. Until then, ta-da, A-Cab.